Hello, my name is Tatiana Lopez, and in this video, I will be talking about the animated shorts created by Walt Disney during World War II as propaganda for the US government. The first animated short that I will be talking about is Donald Gets Drafted. The sarcastic humor in Donald Gets Drafted reflects an anti-military sentiment felt in particular by Karl Barks, one of the writers of the film. He had scripted the film, and also drew the recruitment posters which Donald passes on his way to the draft board. Barks himself was a pacifist who was against America's involvement in the war. He once said, "When I saw how little we accomplished with World War I thought, why in the devil kill off another whole generation of young men to accomplish the same result?" In Donald Gets Drafted, Barks ridicules military recruitment, in particular its deceptive propaganda. The film is meant to draw a sharp distinction between the glamorous life presented in the posters outside the draft board compared to the reality Donald faces inside. Later, when Donald is at basic training, Bart pokes fun at military discipline and even gives the sergeant a punishment of sorts by getting shot. This played well with audiences who were resentful of military strictness as America was mobilizing itself for war. Another animated short that Walt Disney Productions created was Donald Duck in Nutsyland. It's a 1943 animated cartoon by Walt Disney Studios starring Donald Duck. It was directed by Jack Kinney and released on January 1st, 1943 as an anti-Nazi propaganda movie for the American war effort. Originally called Donald Duck in Nutsyland, it was retitled when the theme sung by Oliver Wallace became a hit as performed by Spike Jones. The short depicts Donald as an oppressed citizen of Naziland, a theme park version of Nazi Germany, where almost everything is shaped like a swastika or an allusion to Hitler. He soon finds himself forced to work 48 hours every day to produce shells for the Führer's war effort. Eventually, he goes mad from stress, only to wake up home in America, relieved that his previous experience was all just a dream. However, because of the propaganda characteristics of the short film and the portrayal of Donald Duck as a Nazi, albeit in a nightmarish setting, Disney Productions prevented the movie from being circulated to the general public after its original release. The last animated short that we will be talking about in this video is the animated short Education for Dead. Education for Dead was based on a book written by Gregor Seimer. This animated short used a different lineup of characters to show how the Nazi Party turned innocent youth into Hitler's corrupted children. Unlike other topics addressed in Disney war films like Taxes and the Draft, this theme of cultivation of young minds hit awfully close to home, and it's perhaps why it's one of Disney's better wartime films. Director Clyde Geronimi is trying to show how the enemy is doing more than corrupting its adult citizens. They're basically taking over their lives at birth and never letting go. The main character is a boy named Hans, and his parents most prove their pure Aryans right after he arrives. He never has a chance to do anything but serve Hitler and prepare for war. Disney and the US government paint Hitler as a madman leading his people to ultimate destruction. It's a classic piece of propaganda that creates a hyper-reality from the worst elements of the Nazi regime. This short, unlike any other animated shorts created by Walt Disney, was completely in German dialogue, with no subtitles because it was trying to prevent the viewers from humanizing the Nazis. And with this, we have arrived at the end of our video. Thank you.